All right, so today we're back in Car Dealer Simulator, but today we're going to do a challenge where we're not going to counter any offers or like buy or sell any counter offers. So whatever they offer us is what we're going to take, and whatever they're asking for is what we're going to buy it for. Let's go ahead and see if we can make any money. Okay.
Kid, almost forgot to tell you. There's an app on your PC for paying the bills. I might be the owner, but right now you're the one taking care of things just fine.
Oh, great.
Oh, and while you're at it, don't forget about your old pal Sam, huh?
Oh, heck no. Old Sam ain't getting nothing. Well, might be a terrible day to actually start this challenge, but let's go ahead and get started. It just turned day 4. We still got to grind to level 7, so that way we can get some other stuff. But let's go ahead and pay these bills real quick, so that way we're not having to worry about that within this challenge. Let's see. 80 bucks, that's not bad. All right, so let's go ahead and get some cars. We only have 17 grand after paying our bills. So let's see. Let's go ahead and get some cheaper ones on this. Let's do like this car. Where's it at? Oh, it's pretty close, so we could walk. Let's do that one. And let's see. Let's do a Pulse. It's in good treated condition, so that's good. Drivable, kind of close. So let's go ahead and do this one. And let's go ahead and do those two real quick, and then see how much money we got left, and maybe buy a bigger car for the challenge. All right, so let's go ahead and grab the cars. Since they're so close, we're just gonna walk, save some money on the gas. All right, so we're coming up on our first one. So again, the challenge is we are not going to counter, so he wants 60-50, and that's what he's going to get.
Oh yeah.
All right, he seems to like this challenge. All right, cool. Accept that. Appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get this one back to the dealership. And we're going to clean it up, and we'll go get this car on the way back. All right, so now we're gonna go walk to the second car, pick this one up, and then after that, we're gonna go ahead and maybe buy a third car. Maybe spend the rest of the money, so that way we see how much profit we actually made. Because we're at like 17 and some change. I'll probably put the math up in the bottom part after we do all this and see how much profit we actually made. Obviously, it's not gonna be a lot because we are doing fair market and no counter offers, but might be something, you know, might be worth it. All right, so 3650. All right, she's hyped about that. Let's do it. Wow, this car needs a cleaning for sure, but hopefully we can still make $1 off of it. Let's go ahead and get back to the garage. All right, so we got our 2 cars here that we need to be cleaned up. We're not going to be doing the like repair, so if the exhaust or something's bad, we're not going to tape it up and worry about all that yet because that's going to be additional dollars. But we will go ahead and get another car lined up in this challenge. Let's see. How much do we have? We have 7,000. So I guess let's make the filter. Oops. Let's see, right about there. Cool. All right, what do we want to buy? We can get another Pulse for 7.4. We have $43 left over. I think that might be the move. I mean, it's 54% drivable. It's pretty low mileage. We are going to change the mileage up on the thing, so to make a little bit more money. But let's go ahead and get out of here and go pick up our third car. All right, so we're at our third car stop. Let's see. Hello, Ralph. You want that? That's what you're going to get.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, do your little dance. All right, thank you, Mullet Man. We got to get out of here, though. Okay, this car seems like it's drives a little smooth until we hit random things in the ground. Oh, also I just noticed this one has a full tank of gas, so that's gonna help its value, I think. So let's go ahead and get this back to the shop. All right, so we got our 3 cars here. We're gonna go ahead and get them cleaned up. Actually, we don't need to do that. Where's the phone? There we go. We gotta hit R. Get it all nice and soapy sudsy. And I guess before that, I probably should have scanned this car to see how much the value was beforehand, to see if we were really going to be making anything off of it potentially. But like I said, we're going to do the bare minimum, just pretty much a nice cleaning and odometer change. Other than that, we're not doing too much. All right. Switch to the water. Spray this off. This one looked pretty clean already. The other car, on the other hand, looked pretty dirty. Really hoping that the rust is not big on any of the cars. So that way we can make it a little bit quicker. Cool. So let's go ahead and throw this in here. And let's go ahead and grab the car scanner. Scan the car. Ooh, so not much value we can get on this car right now. So $300 profit. Now let's go ahead and mess with this. And let's see, can we get the 4? Ooh, that's a little risky. All right. So we'll start lowering it. This will be a little bit more risky. You're gonna get this down. Maybe if we can get in the 30s. That'd be great. All right, we got in the 30s. Ooh, okay, a little close. Maybe we can get this down to 38,000 flat. Try it real quick. All right, cool. All right, so we're gonna leave it there. So we got it at 38,000 flat. Let's see. Now, how much is it worth? Okay, so it went up $100. Nothing crazy. Oops, didn't mean to scan the car again. Put that away. There we go. All right, now let's go ahead and grab the sandpaper. Also, I did not realize that I could hit X and actually see all the material. So that's a good thing to learn. So now I can actually see where I'm supposed to be sanding. But you know what? You learn something new every day. And if you didn't know that either, we were in the same boat. And you learned something today. Hopefully you learned more than that, because that wasn't very useful in your life, but, you know, useful in the game, I guess. And what is life but a game? Everyone's trying to win. Yeah, once we get the new tools, this is really going to go by a lot faster, I think. Okay, that one actually wasn't too bad. But let's go grab the putty. Scan that again. I don't think the putty changes when you upgrade, but I do know the sanding gets upgraded better and the buffing, which would save us a lot of time. And also, eventually you can get employees, and that will be really nice. So that way we don't have to do all this little tinkering. We could just pay them up. All right, so we got one car done. Well, I guess we'll throw it over here. I have the truck in the spot. We'll see if we're going to sell the truck. I'm not sure yet. I have been... Well, we're going to have to move this out of the way of parking spots. I have been just running to locations and saving money, so that way I don't have to buy gas. And this truck is pretty bad off anyway. Let's be realistic. Let's get this out of the way for the time being. Just throw it here. And yeah, we may sell the truck. We'll see. We'll see how much money we make off these 3 cars. Because currently we only have $43. All right. Let's grab this very dirty one. So let's go ahead and scan it. Nope, not that. Scan it. See where we're at. Okay, so around 300 bucks before anything's done on it. That's right. I never looked at this one to see how much now it's going to be worth. Let's see. So the last report was right around 300 bucks potentially. And let's scan it now. All right, so 7,000. So about $1,000 or $1,200 difference in profit. So hopefully someone's willing to buy it at that price and not go lower, but we'll see. Obviously, this might be a great day to be buying a car in this game. Oh, didn't mean to scan it again. I hate when I do that. All right, let's get in here. Now, I imagine this one's going to go up quite a few once we clean it up, because this one's looking pretty dirty. Also, the dealership's just technically about to open up. I mean, I do have it closed right now. I'm really going to try to get all 3 of these cars done before the end of the day, so maybe we could sell it and just have a one-day sale. Because obviously, we probably can't have the business run like this forever, or else we are not going to make any money. So this is going to be a one-time deal. So whoever buys these cars is going to be in good shape. And hopefully they can come back and buy us a car at probably quadruple the price, because we're going to need it. But those pulses should make decent money, I would imagine. I mean, the first one's positive 1,200 potentially, so even if I can make $1,000 back on it, would be nice. But I guess we'll just have to see what the seller is asking. And generally, I don't like to go with the first offer, but again, it's part of the challenge to see how much we're going to make off of it, and if it's going to be worth it. All right, let's see where we're at on the odometer. We're at 200 something thousand. All right, so, it's a fair thing. Let's try this one. Okay. It's not bad. Actually might be able to get into the hundreds. Okay. And then let's try messing with this number. It's going down a little bit. Maybe we can get to the 18. Keep going, keep going. Come on. All right. Down to 6. Don't want to break it, but we're getting... where are we going to call this at? Let's make it even. Get that down at least. I guess I should probably do this one. Alright, we just need this one to go down. Alright, cool. And then... Dang it! Well, we did it too much. All right. Well, we're really not going to be making too much off this car. That kind of sucks. All right. Let's see where we're at now. All right. So not terrible. And we could still get some rust off this thing. So... Okay. Let's get out of here. Let us grab the sandpaper, scan the car real quick. All right, do all this manual labor since we don't have workers, but eventually we will get the workers, and then we won't have to worry, hopefully, about this part, or at least maybe the car wash part. I'm not sure where your workers go first. Okay, get the trunk. Nice little Arizona license plate. I wish you could just get the rust off this. I know they have the plate stuff, like plate repair kit or whatever. I guess that would fix it, but I think it's like $200, which is kind of crazy for a license plate. But again, eventually we're going to do a challenge where we're going to fix up 100% of vehicle and see if it really gets, like, if it's worth it or not. Let's see. All right, so we need the putty. I keep forgetting that I don't actually have to go to the table every time. I could just hit tab and then open up the menu. The putty is probably honestly the most satisfying part of this game because it just goes on so smooth and just flick your wrist. Whereas like everything else, it's the sandpaper. I feel like I'm gonna get arthritis in my wrist flicking that thing around. All right, so let's go ahead and see how much it is now that it's all completed. Our last report was 4,451. Let's go ahead and scan the car and see where we're at. 4,451. Okay, well, we've really messed up by messing up the odometer. That really screwed me over, but that's fine. Put the car there. And then we have the other pulse that we're going to be able to sell for a little bit higher, I think. Is a little dirty. You can see that. Also a little rusty. So it kind of actually is better that way. Because that's the only things we're fixing right now. But let's go ahead and see how much this thing is. Oh, not that. Scan it. All right, so we're at like $124 profit right now. Potentially. Let's go ahead and do the odometer first. Do we go crazy and just try to get it? Yeah, that's terrible. We shouldn't do that. Let's try this one. Okay, we can get this down for sure. I really want to get this below 20,000. There we go. All right, so we at least got below 20,000, but let's not get too greedy. Maybe if we can get this to 19,000 even. I don't know. That might be a stretch, actually, too. But it's possible. We might do it. Come on. We're going a little fast. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it. So let's just get that to 0, and then we'll just stop right there. Okay. So we'll leave it there. Let's not get too greedy. Obviously, we've already messed up one today. We don't really need to do that. Actually, no, we need the soap first. So we'll see how much the value goes up with just a nice cleaning after this, and then we'll do the rust and all that and repaint it, and hopefully it goes up more than that $1,000 or the $100 and something that we were at. I imagine it should be. I think these cars do pretty well. The older cars, not as much. So far for me, at least. I know there's some muscle cars that I think can go for big money, but I don't think I've purchased any of them myself yet. But yeah. Just go ahead and scrape all this soap off. Alright. Alright. Doing it quickly doesn't really benefit you because you miss a lot of spots. You just gotta take it slow. There we go. Yeah, this thing's definitely got some rust on it. Nope. A little too fast. Too furious. Alright, here we go. Get that out. Alright, where are we at now that we've cleaned it up and got the odometer? So last one was 7,000. No. Yeah, it was like 7,400. So does it go up automatically? Like if I scan it now, is it going to be the same as what it was right there? Yeah, it was. Okay. So it might go up by itself, but I don't know how that works. All right. Scrape this away. I will say the yellow on orange is terrible on the eyesight. All right, so all we got to do left is sand this bad boy down and spray paint it. Let me know down in the comments below if you are still here. What was y'all's first vehicle? Was it a pre-owned? Was it new? And what were y'all driving? Because my first vehicle was a 98 Jeep Cherokee. It got me kind of through college. I blew a head gasket on apparently, so then I sold it for like, I think $500 or something like that. But it was a great car while it lasted. It got me, you know, senior year in high school and like I think first 3 years in college. But yeah, unfortunately, it had to be sold because I was not about to put more money into a car where it was going to cost more to fix it. And a guy who did car stuff on the side fixed it, I think. Even if he didn't, I guess it was only $500, so it's not the worst. But yeah. But yeah, let me know down below what y'all's first car was. And if you don't have a car and thinking about getting a car, what kind of car would you get? Kind of curious. Obviously, maybe not throw out a Lamborghini and all that stuff because we all want that, you know? But just a realistic first car, what would you get? All right, let's go ahead and finish this bad boy up. All right, so we got the car spray painted. Let's check out the scan now. So last report was 8740. Let's see, scan the car now. Okay, 8740. So it does go up, I think, as you do it. Like, you don't have to scan it every time. Okay, I'm gonna throw that here. Oops, let's not hit the other car while trying to park this one. There we go. All right. Oh, T, not tab. There we go. Let's get some pictures of the cars that we got. Okay. We need this side. And this side. There we go. Then we need one of this. Then we need this side. There we go. And then one from this angle over here. Perfect, perfect. All right. So, let's go ahead and sell the truck too. I said I wasn't going to, but we're going to go ahead and sell the truck too if anyone wants to buy it. I'm not even sure how much this is worth. Well, it went down in value right there, I imagine. I was looking at this thing, and this is supposed to be detached. I thought it was, but there we go. Yeah, so we're going to sell this truck too because we've been just walking to a lot of places. And yeah, I don't know if I really want to drive the truck like that. All right, so we got our 4 cars here that we are going to sell, including this truck. I wasn't originally going to sell the truck, but I haven't been using it as much, so we might as well make some dollars because we're only at 43, so we need some big wins on this. But again, we're not doing any counter offers and only doing fair offers. So let's go ahead and throw this up there. Let's see. All right, first one. Ooh, it's only at a 22% drivable. I don't even know what this is fair value is going to be. So let's go ahead and add these two. I don't remember taking this photo, but sure. Actually, I kind of want that to be the main image. And then we add that one. Yeah, there we go. So that one's the main image. All right. So 6,336 is the market value, and that is what we're going to put. Okay. Can we post more at once? All right. It doesn't work that way. All right. Let's add those photos then and go back to what we were doing. All right. Nine two 02. This one. Add photos, so 4763. Okay, and this one's our 716. All right, advertise, posted. Let's make sure we open up the office. All right, so office is now open, or the business is now opened. We got 4 cars here for sale. Let's see. So this one's for 7,716, which is, let's see. Let's scan it. And we paid 6,050 for it. So as long as they're in like the 7,000s, made some decent profit. This one is 4,763. And we bought it for 3,650. So if we could be in the 4s, 4.2, I think that would be great on that. Okay, we got it at 9,202. And then purchase price is 74,000. Or not 74,000, 7,400. And this one is kind of free. It's free money here because we didn't actually purchase this car. This is when you start the game, you got this car. I don't know if I did the odometer on this one. I know I just cleaned it up. But yeah. So hopefully we can make some profit off these cars because, again, we started this episode with 17,000-ish money, and now we're only down to $43. So we need something big. Or at least, you know, to get our money back. We kind of need people to come in here. Okay. We got our first customer of the day. Should probably move this tow trucks or tow hitch somewhere else, but whatever. All right, which car are you looking at, sir? One of the yellows, the white, or the red one? Okay, or none. Oh, going back for second looks. Okay, I like it. Okay, looking at this one. All right, do we like it? Okay, we do like it. Let's see. 6,280. Well, you got yourself a deal. I was really hoping to be in the 7s, but unfortunately, we can't do it. There you go.
Okay, okay. Good, good, good.
I don't know if that was good or not. All right, ma'am, you seem like a truck kind of girl. Yeah. Okay, she agrees on my price. So that's good. So we're not losing money on that one.
Great job. Woo! Yeah! Woohoo!
Okay, ma'am, you can leave now. There you go. All right. So we got 2 cars left. We're at 12,000. So I would love to be at least above 18. Kind of at least made some money. Honestly, a little bit higher than 18. I probably should have waited and held off on the truck just to see what these cars would have done value-wise. But I'll do a little figure and see. All right. Oh, you're lowballing me, lady. But okay, cool. Nice. So we unlock some new cars.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get some cars that will actually make us some money. So, I mean, we'll definitely make our money back for sure. Because, I mean, this one's going for like 9,000, so it should at least be like 8 something. But I'm curious to see like how much money we really could have made if I would have bought these exact same cars and actually upsell them like we normally do. Encountered, but I don't know. All right. Oh, yeah, she's good with the deal, so that's perfect. There you go.
Yeah.
Cool. Making dough. All right. So, got to level 4. Let's go ahead and look at this. All right. So, if I'm doing the math correctly, not including the Rider Canyon, because obviously that was the truck, and I'm not going to put that in this. But it looks like we should have made $2,303 profit. So honestly, not terrible if you don't try to counterbalance or counteroffer or whatever. I mean, obviously you could make more. I'm not sure if it helps your reputation or not. But, you know, overall not a bad day. So I guess we're gonna keep grinding on this game, get to level 7. But for now, we're gonna call it episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. You know, leave comments, likes, subscribe, do all that stuff, and we will see you on the next one.